Hello to all who are coming in. I'm just getting started. Hello, hello, hello. Say hello when you come in. Hi, Laura. Oh my goodness, 3 or 4 of you popped in. Hi, Janet. Don't you just love this sign? I just love this sign. Janet made this for me. I adore it. I love it. It is my thumbnail now. Hi, Ramona. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, if you happen to be coming in. Hi, Danny. Wow. Hello to all of you. I just love that sign. I thought what I would do while we were waiting for folks to come in is show you this book that I'm reading. I checked this out at the local library. Hi, Kathy, Danny. I checked this out at the local library. I'm probably a little less than a third, maybe a fourth of the way through it. It's called As Bright as Heaven. Susan Messner, M-E-I-S-S-N-E-R. Of course, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's just a novel. Sometimes when I relax, I just like to sit down and read a novel. I thought I'd read the flap here to you. It says, in 1918, Philadelphia is a city teeming with promise. Even as young men go off to fight in the Great War would have been World War I, there are many opportunities for a fresh start in its cobblestone streets. That would be Philadelphia. In this bustling town come Paula Bright and her husband, filled with the hope that they could now give their 3 daughters, Evelyn, Maggie, and Willa, a chance at a better life. Their dreams are short-lived. Just months after they arrive, the Spanish flu reaches across the shores of North America. As the pandemic claims more than 12,000 victims in their adopted city, Pauline and her family find themselves in a world that looks nothing like the one that they knew. But even as they lose loved ones, they take in a baby orphaned by the disease who becomes their single source of hope. Amidst the tragedy and challenges that surround them, they learn what they cannot live without and what they are willing to do about it. As Bright as Heaven is a compelling story of a mother and her daughters who find themselves in a harsh world not of their own making that will either crush their resolve to survive or purify it. Really an interesting book, and I like it because it's a read that as I read it, I flow with it. Some books when I read, my mind doesn't follow it. But I am just thoroughly enjoying this story. This is just a little book review. Hi, Jen. Lucia, hi. I just thought I'd start out with that book review. So who am I missing in here? Laura and Lucia and Danny K and Jen Yates and Janet and Ramona. Hi, Ramona. Sally. Hi, Sally. Sally Johnson. Welcome. Kathy, Ramona, and Laura. All right. Well, welcome, ladies. Woohoo! Glad to see you all here. Thank you. And Meri Zink. Welcome. I think I'll get started right away here with my reverse collage because I have a lot that I want to do tonight. G Brody. Welcome, G. Hey, G, we're going to do some mind mapping tonight, so you might want to stick around. I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to do it after the giveaways. So if you can, stick around for it. We missed you too, Lucia. Hi, Aunt Beck. I feel so guilty with Aunt Beck's envelope. I'm going, oh no, it all chipped away in her mailbox. And I was so reluctant to mail out Packer Dyes. I'm going to paint the back of a Packer Dyes envelope tonight. But I was really roughing up Packer Dyes to see if I could force it to chip. And I'm not having that issue, so I don't know. Maybe because it went down south? I don't know. Not all chipped. Going to rescue it for a package. Well, I feel guilty about it, Aunt Dick. But I did. I don't know if it's... Well, I used a metallic paint on the base of it, just like I did Packers. But I'm gonna rough up Packers again. But I'm going to... I bought some satin varnish that I'm going to put on it. So, her mail lady is a brute. Speaking of dye, did you see that she put some awesome videos? Yes, I did. If you have not visited Packer Dye's channel lately, I don't think it's called Packer Dye. What is the name of it, Lucia? She's named it another name. You might find it by just saying Packer Dye. But yes, I saw the one where she was talking and making tea. I just thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm going to start out. I have a lot I want to do tonight. So I'm going to start out by taping in this page on fathers that we did not get taped in last week because the paint was wet. And I'm going to snip out here this credit. This says on our cover. And I got this picture out of the Reminisce magazine, and I'm working in the Childcraft Encyclopedia. I'm altering that as an altered reverse collage book. But I think I'm going to tape this to the back because I like that it says, it's talking about her grandmother. This is this lady's grandmother. This is the grandmother, and this is her great-grandfather. But it says, it is of her and her father, taken in July 1916 in Denver. Her father died shortly after the picture was taken. My grandmother always adored the father she hardly knew. And I think it goes so good with this painting. Picasso had painted this picture of, he meant it to be a family, the mother and the father and the child, but he didn't like the father, so he painted it out. And I think that this picture goes so good with it, not only because it is of a young girl and her father, but the father essentially was painted out by life. And I like how these go. And I'm going to tape this to the back of the photo so that it'll have some credit information on it. And I'm not following chat while I'm doing this. So hello to everyone who's come in and welcome. Yay, it's Friday. Spring is here. Yay. I don't think you folks in the East got much spring this week, though. I think I've been seeing some snow. Well, I'm going to put it, I think I'm just going to put it right here. And then I'm going to tape this. I think I'm going to leave a little of this painting showing so that when it flips this way. So I don't think I want it over here. I think it fits better over here. So I'm just going to... And I was so muddle-headed last week, I kept telling Janet that we would mind map Stephen Hawking. And I had it on my brain to do it, but by the time I got to a quitting point, I was thinking about what I was going to do the next day. I completely forgot about it. So we are going to mind map Stephen Hawking tonight, but not right away. There. I like that. Very cool. And then I'll come back in another video session and do the detail work. But what I'm going to work on tonight, let me get this out of the way. What I'm going to work on tonight is this page, and this is actually a Christmas page. Hi, Rose, you're not late. Becky's new thank you show. Oh, I've got to go out and watch Aunt Beck's channel. I've been awfully busy today. We had our hashtag thanks for watching art, hop 3, video hop today. If you haven't had a chance, you can bop to my channel because I put myself as the first one this time because the hop is a little bit different. We are on our third hop of hashtag thanks for watching art, which, by the way, that hashtag came from Gina Ahrens and Peg Robinson. And we've done 3 hops now. And the premise of the hop is everybody in the Creative Arts Collaboration Group looks at a video in the other 2 hops and draws some inspiration from it. And just a really fun hop. So if you have some time, put hashtag thanks for watching art in your YouTube search or your web browser and go out and watch some of those videos. Now, let's see, maybe I should catch up on chat here. Oh, Rose, I'm sorry about your eye problems. Oh, I just wish I could wave a magic wand and make all these owies go away. And by the way, hi, Art by Chrissy Marie. If I fall, yeah, I saw it was buffering. It's buffering. It's not you, Chrissy. It buffers. I lose data connection. You all should be coming back here pretty soon. When I lose data connection like that, yeah, that was a quick one. You guys, you've taken to calling them commercial breaks. That was an early commercial break. I lose my data connection quite easily. I'm not sure why, but it happens. And when that happens, just sit tight. I'll be right back. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, I was looking at chat. That was it, and I couldn't see what was going on. Thanks, Aunt Beck, for telling me I'd be right back. Welcome, Art by Chrissy Marie. Let's see. I'm scrolling back through chat to see what I missed. Yeah, we're going to mind map Stephen Hawking tonight for sure. And if I forget about it, Janet, yell at me. Everybody yell at me if I forget it. I'm planning on doing that right after our giveaway. Hi, Sheila. Welcome if you're still here, if you're still with us. Lucia says it's pouring rain mixed with snow all day. Oh, no. Lucia, that means it's probably coming our way. And Jen says it's chilly in North Carolina. Oh, thank you, Lucia, for dropping that link to Peckerdy's channel. Yeah. Very cool. Thank you, ladies, for doing that. Diane Fagos is Peckerdy. Okay, let's see where we at. Janice said they had 18 inches of snow yesterday. Oh, wow. Well, we're doing a Christmas page tonight. Right. This is the last snow of spring. But this is a painting by Grandma Moses. She lived through 76 Christmases before she began to paint pictures. Can you imagine? Hi, Andrea. Welcome. Grandma Moses painted this picture about all the things that she remembered about Christmases. Look and then look again. See how many things that you can find in the picture that help you understand how Grandma Moses felt about Christmas. And we could spend all night looking at that. So spinning wheel. There's a little lady carrying a basket of something. Cookies. Here's the dinner, more dinner, 2 tables of dinner, kids playing, opening presents, Santa Claus. They even let the doggy in. Another spinning wheel. And here, some carolers. Very cool. Look, there's a star in that window. Look, can you see there's a star there in the window? Or maybe that's part of the window snow in the corner. It looks like a star to me. It looks like there's a star up there, but maybe that's not a star. It looks like a star to me. Anyway, I'm going to paint this out, reverse collage, leaving the pictures in the text. And this is the picture. I got this out of the Reminisce magazine again. And this is really a busy picture, but I like it because it's black and white. Look, there's a donkey up there on the wall. Do you think they played? I have to connect my phone back up to the clip up here at the top. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Wait a minute, I gotta plug it back in. I had to take it off of the stand. When I fall like that, hang tight, I'll be back. It looks like we're gonna have a bumpy ride again tonight. I was showing you this picture. I got it out of the Reminisce magazine, and I was pointing out that there was a donkey up here. And I was saying, do you think they played Pin the Tail on the Donkey at Christmas? And look, it looks like there are a bunch of... Maybe, no, those either look like Santa Claus. These might be tails underneath the picture here. I'm not sure what this line is here. And this looks like it might be an advent calendar. And look, there's a poster, and of course an old-fashioned Christmas tree, and a rocking horse, and one little girl lost in all of this Christmas. There's a sled, and there looks like there's a buffet of dishes behind here with pictures out on top. A chandelier over here. Oh, look, there's another little girl over here. I missed her. Looks like this is an old-fashioned upright piano, maybe. And there's some dollies and another calendar here. All these Christmas gifts underneath. Wow. So that's the picture, and I am going to put the credit information on the back again. But that will come later. I'm going to put it back here with the Halloween page. And I'm going to get started on the reverse collage. But before I get my hands all painting, let's see what's going on in chat. Janet says, Lucia, too much happening for me to get everything together needed. But please do a live and you will make me one happy lady. Hint, hint, Lucia, hint, hint. Yeah, Lucia says she's not in any hurry to do a live. Lucia, you would do fine. You probably would stay live longer than Meri does. Meri falls an awful lot. Okay, let's see. I do use Wi-Fi, Chrissy Marie, but my Wi-Fi is a telephone. It's coming over the telephone wires. I think that may have something to do with it. I just don't know. It disconnects me an awfully lot. Now last night was it last night? One night we had a really good night, and one night we had a really bad night. So I think I'll just get started. I'm sealing your envelope right now, Meri. Ooh! Yay! Yes, Lucia would do really good live. I chose Georgia clay for the colors in here. I chose a little bit of blue, some white, because there's a white. I might use the white more to blend. Some gold for the gold light in there, and then I have green here that's almost empty for the tree. So those are the colors I'm going to use, and let's just get busy, Meri. So while I'm doing this, I won't be watching chat because my hands will be painty. So I'm going to put down some of this Georgia clay right away, and I really do like doing the reverse collage. This painting was done by Grandma Moses. Over here, this is the Feast of St. Nicholas by Jan Steen, painted on oil on canvas about 1665. It's at a museum in Amsterdam. I didn't read the text over here, but it's all about Christmas. And since they had 18 inches of snow where Janet lives, well, we're going to do Christmas page tonight. Yeah, this paint is almost gone. I've been using this marigold paint. Ooh, that's enough. And let's see, I think I'm not going to put any blue on. I think I'll put just a tad bit of white in here. And then maybe I'll add some blue accent later. Of course, it's already running off on my wax paper. Now my hands are getting painty, so I'm not watching chat. I might fall just because my hands are painty. And if I fall, hang tight. I'll be right back. But one thing I like about reverse collage is I can do this and not have to worry about too much about the detail on the page, because all I do in a live session is paint out the background. And in my case, I'm using my fingers. And this is Georgia clay, but I mixed it with some white here, so it's kind of turning a little bit pink. But that's okay. Maybe if I swoosh some of that yellow in there. Yeah, I live in a small town. There's probably less than 1,000 in our town. And I have to tell you, don't tell the world. Don't let the world know, but I'm getting used to living here. I'm really looking forward to spring. And I'm looking forward to planting a garden. I'm looking forward to planting flowers. I've had enough winter, too. Although I don't think we've had it as bad as some of you have had it this year. Now, this is almost too pinkish for me. That was country red. That's not my Georgia clay. That's why it turned pink when I mixed it with the white. I'm going to put some Georgia clay on here, if I can get it open. It's not red enough for me. And of course, reverse collage is inspired by Dee Dee Willingham. She is a very inspirational lady. And I've started this book. I can't flip the pages now because the paint is wet, or I'd show you the pages. But if you go look at my live playlist, you will see that almost every live session that I've done has had a page done in this book. And we are filling it up. Let's see, I'm going to bring some of this paint over here, I think. Now, we can't forget the green. If I put green on there, it'll turn a little bit brown. Let me wipe my hand off a little. Unless maybe I put it on carefully, maybe dab it on. Let's see what's going on. I'm about out of green here too. And I had a sponge. Here's a sponge. I'm going to put a tree, I think. And I'm hoping just to sponge this on without it mixing in. So I don't want to mix it in too much, or it'll turn color on me. And I need more. I don't know how much I'm going to get out of here. You can see I'm getting down to the bottom. When I get this this low in my paint, what I like to do is I'll bend my bottle this way, and then I'll take a strong scissors and cut it in half, and then I can get my paintbrush in there and get every last drop out. But I'm not going to do that here. I'm just going to continue dabbing this paint on, because I just want it to look like a Christmas tree. Something like a tree. Oops. And now it's really thick, so this will have to dry. And then when I do the detailing of this, I'll come in and I'll put some decorations. And I keep seeing a star in the windows, so I may put some stars on this page. There, I think I'll call that a tree. Maybe I'll put some toys underneath. Trying to use up all my green paint here. I will leave it that way. Now I'm going to put this aside to dry. That's all I do in my live sessions. Am I still live? Well, it looks like I am. Sometimes it's hard to tell if I've fallen. That it looks like I'm still here. Let me put this over aside on the... Let me get rid of this wax paper. Sometimes this wax paper, I like to have it in my books. Oh, I'm not going to turn... But sometimes it annoys me, too. I'll be right back. I'm going to get the next project. I'll put this aside to dry. Woohoo! Woohoo, you're still here. Let's see what's going on in chat. Susan, hello Susan. Susan Baker, welcome. Chrissy Maurice tells me I'm still alive. Yay! Looks like Aunt Beck is sending out swaps. All the inchies have left for their swappies. Yay! Lucia says, it's good to hear you settling in, Mary. When you were in Wisconsin, I thought, oh, when I go visit my daughter, I can do a meetup with Mary. Oh, no! I'm going to move back to Wisconsin. Oh, phooey. Phooey, phooey, Lucia. Well, you'll want to spend time with your daughter. Let's see. Talking about a laminator and the code. I don't like the code either, Sheila. Hi, Patricia. Patricia Stubbs, welcome. I'm scrolling back through chat to see what I missed. I find that when I read those chat replays, I miss a lot. So I'm going to try to, at certain points in the chat, scroll back and see if anybody's shouting at me. We're trying to get Lucia to go live. Okay. Oh, you're very welcome, Susan. You're very welcome. Thank you. I have more to say about those giveaways, but I'll talk about that when I do the giveaway. I'm going to work in this book now. I got this book from Gina Ahrens. If you have not found Gina Ahrens' channel, Gina space Ahrens, Ahrens, go look for it. She's very, very, very talented. She started this art doll magazine that was reverse collage in the style that Dee Dee Willingham did it by taking a Stampington magazine and cutting it in half. You have the top half of the pages are in the front and the bottom half are in the back. Now, I didn't get a chance to finish the page that we did last week, which was this page, but I am going to finish it. Right here is the one I'm going to work on tonight. I'm going to go way to the back and work on this index page, the advertiser index page. And this is the image, and it doesn't have any credit information for this image, but this is the image that I'm going to leave on the page when I do my reverse collage. And I'm going to paint all of this out. And the quote, when I'm working in this book, I'm doing 3 things. I'm doing the reverse collage that paints everything out, and then I'm putting a quote, and then I'm coming back later. Thank you, Janet. Then I'm coming back later and doing some detailing with my fine line paint applicator. Those are the 3 techniques that I'm working on when I work on this book. Let's zoom in just a little here. Move my camera, carefully move my camera. My camera's kind of touchy. Has anybody seen Lisa Conway tonight? I haven't seen her, but I've been busy chattering. So the quote that I'm going to use, since this little girl, she's holding up a heart and she's looking into a mirror. And the quote that I'm going to use is, "You use a glass mirror to see your face. You use works of art to see your soul." And that's by George Bernard Shaw. And that's the quote that I'm going to put on this page. I'm going to put it right back here. I'm going to work with metallic, this lavender metallic. That's what I'm going to put on the base. I might work a little bit of white and maybe a teeny bit of yellow. That heart's got a little yellow in it. So let's get this done. And again, all I'm doing in my live session tonight is the reverse collage on the background. And this is so easy to do with your fingers or with a brush. Sometimes Dee Dee uses a baby wipe. She'll use a paintbrush. She uses her fingers too. I use my fingers because, well, because this is probably about the only time I use my fingers to do art. and it's fun. It almost takes you back to being a kid. Now, I think I'm going to have to really let this page dry because it is a shiny, glossy, metallic-y paint. But boy, it really does blend in with this picture, doesn't it? And in this book, now there's no credit information for this page. This is an advertiser index. If there is some, it's at the top over here. I'll look in the front of the book at the top half of the page to see if there's some crediting information. But I do like to leave the artist credited because this is an art doll magazine, and I like to leave the doll artist credited, and I would do that if I were working in any other Somerset magazine. But I'm not, so this is the one that I get to work in. Yay! See if I can't bring some of that paint over to the edge here. And I'm going to, I really like that lavender, but I don't want it to be total lavender. So I'm going to work a little white into this. Maybe just kind of blend it in. That's an awful lot of white. It's almost more than I want. I'm going to push it over on my... I didn't say I wouldn't get messy. Ooh, that's fun. Use the, not the heel of your hand, the side of your hand. And just swipe it across the page like you would a credit card. Whee! I found a new technique. Mary's playing again. That's just about as fun as embossed drippage. Ooh, now I gotta wash my hands. I'm gonna leave it like that. If I add any yellow, I got a little bit of yellow in that heart, but if I add any yellow, maybe I'll add it when I add the quote. Yeah, well, I doubt if you'll see my legs. You might see my elbows in it. Lucia says pretty soon she'll use her elbows and her legs. Speaking of legs, I went shopping, well, last week. I went last Saturday, but I also went up Wednesday, not to Lincoln, but to Hastings, which is a little bit closer. Yeah, it looks like rolled out clay, doesn't it? Isn't that cool? It's shiny because the light's bouncing off of the metallic. But I bought a basin, and I'm starting to soak my feet in Epsom salts. I did that last night. Now, you have to do it more than once, but oh, it felt good. So, that's my new personal care thing, is soaking my toes. And not because they have paint on them. I'm going to put my paint away. And, oh, I'm not going to put all my paint away because I want to get out this, did I get it out? I have to find it here. I got a rose gold color. That's country red. What did I do with my rose gold? That's bright red. Here it is. Is this it? This. Rose gold. Brush rose gold. I want to try this. Let me put this away. We're going to move to the next thing. Hold on a minute. I'll be right back with the next project. I have to put this over to the side to dry. This is the envelope. Hi, Azure. This is the envelope that we painted last week. Let me zoom out a little because it's... Whoa, give you a ride here. Whoops. Whoops. Hold on tight. There. Hi, Gigi. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming in and supporting me. That's what those envelopes are all about. You know, I have to tell you, I have gotten so much happy mail this year, and it's just a way for me to give back to the art community, and it's a little way for me to give back. I get more than I give, believe me. So, but this is the envelope that we painted last week, and we had a contest, and Packer Dye won it. And then when I saw Aunt Beck's video where she said that it all chipped off in her, not all of it, she says it didn't chip off, but she said that post lady was cruel to the envelope. So I came in here and I go, well, I'm going to test this. And Packer Dye, I wrinkled up your envelope. Now, it is crackling some, but I don't see where it's chipping off. Maybe a little right there. So, but still, I bought some satin medium, and I'm going to do a satin medium over this. So, I don't know what happened to that envelope that I sent back, but it must have really got some rough treatment. I'm going to smooth this out, because this one's going to go to Packer, but I did buy... What did I do with it here? Let me show you what I bought. Let me show you what I bought. Well, actually, I bought two things. I bought this Dura Clear Satin Varnish. This is by Americana. This is, I could not find the Deco kind. I forget, you guys, Dura, some other kind you guys are telling me to get. I can't find it in my area. But I found this. And that's what I'm going to put on here. I could put gel medium over it, but I don't want it. I only have matte, and I don't want it to matte out the pretty shiny blue metallic. So I'm going to try this satin varnish on it. It's what I'm going to try. But I crinkled that up. Now, that was the second time that I crinkled it up. And, well, now I take it back. There is some chipping, right? Can you see right there where my finger's pointing? So there is some chipping on it. So I will put a varnish on it, and that should hold it enough. But when I send it to Packer Dye, I'm going to ask her how she received it, because I was wanting to do these envelopes and give them away in my live sessions, but I don't want to send you envelopes that are going to put snow in your mailbox in the middle of the summer. Hi, Ann. No, you're not late. Well, all we've done so far is the reverse collage. I've been yakking a lot. Yes. Oh, yeah, but I don't order from Amazon. I buy things locally, Sheila. So I'm not to the point where I do a lot of online ordering. I do order from Dick Blick, so Dick Blick might have it too. What did Rose say? Where's Rose? Mary, it was mostly on the edges. Oh, it was on the edges. Oh, that's interesting. I missed what Rose said. Becky, the machines did it. Oh. Well, they should not be sending it through a machine. I'm going to tell. Now, I ask about the other envelopes. I ask if they hand canceled this, and when they hand cancel something, it's not supposed to run through machines. So I'll make sure when I mail it that they label, or I might just put a label on it, hand cancel. Thank you. Thank you so much. And, oh, cool. So anyway, enough of my talking. What I want to do here tonight, of course, you can see I bought this on my trip that I ran away last Saturday. I have to tell you guys, my brother beat me home last Saturday. It was late. Well, it was late for us. He beat me home. It was dark out. He looked at me and he said, "I'm getting worried about you, Mary." That's what I wanted to happen. Now, this is worn penny. This is really not, that's worn penny. I want it more bronzy than that. So I'm going to mix some of this antique copper with the worn penny. And I'll probably end up putting no, I think that's fine. Look at the difference. Now, I'm just going to paint the background tonight. I'm not going to do the doily because there's other things to do. I need to dry off my paintbrush here. Hold a minute. Oh, that's almost a tan when I mix that brown. Well, I guess I'll put more of the darker brown on it. That's too light for me. But what I do now on these envelopes is I'll dovetail this and then I'll tuck it on the inside this way, like that, and then I'll put double-sided tape here. This is not the color I was going for, but we'll finish this. Because I was expecting it to be a little bit more bronzy. That worn penny was almost too much of a light color for me. And the brown just kind of, well, the brown helped, but it wasn't really what I wanted. It's a little bit hard for me. I should have painted this first. Let's hold it here and paint it this way. Because this will be all turned inside the flap anyway. This won't matter, but I like to put a little bit of paint on it. This will be taped on the inside. But I've got to put another color on here to make it darker. And so she can't stay long. But wanted to peek in because it's been a while. Well, we welcome you in. Hi, Maria. We welcome you in, Ann. Oh, you're welcome, Maria. They're just little ways that I can say thank you to you guys for supporting my live session. And to give back for all that wonderful happy mail that I get. I want some more color on here. I don't want to put red. I want more of this blue. You know what I'm going to do? Since this blue is about empty, I'm going to show you what I do here. I unscrew this cap a little because it needs some air. See, if I leave that cap screwed tight, I can't get the air. Well, I can get some air in there, but not like I like. I just unscrew it a little so that it has some air. And I push it this way. And I take my scissors. These are Tim Holtz titanium scissors. And I just cut it in half. Like that. So I can get down to that wonderful paint down there. Look at all that paint. Woohoo! That's what I'm after. That's the color I'm after. I don't want to put too much. Don't want to mix it in too much because it will make gray. But I like that blue color. Ooh, that's pretty. And I'm just swooshing it out here. This is that way I get what's down in that bottom of that jar. You know, you pay $2 for this metallic paint. $2 for me will buy 4 bottles of craft paint. Let's see. Let's bring it out a little bit more. Get it out of here. And all I'm doing tonight to this is painting the envelope. I'm not going to do the doily side of it tonight because it'll have to dry. And I wonder too, Aunt Beck. No, I did Aunt Beck's separate, so it should have been plenty dry. It was this envelope that we did in the live session. I was going to say maybe because it chipped because I didn't let it dry. You know, let this side dry, but I worked on this one. I like to swoosh my paint off here at the top of my drop paper. Save every bit of that. Not this drop paper. This drop paper's being saved for note cards. Okay, so the envelope's done. Woohoo! But I will varnish it. Now, what we're going to do next, if you can stand my painty hands, my hands are painty now. We are going to play ATC Best Hand. Maybe I should wash these off a little before I handle those. See if I can't get a little of this. Excuse me a minute while I wash my hands, or at least wipe them off on this painty rag, so that when I'm handling those cards, they don't get painty. I'm doing this off camera, so you don't have to watch me wipe my hands off. I probably won't get it all off. You'll probably see paint on my fingers. All right. At least I feel cleaner. We're going to play ATC Best Hand. And tonight we are playing for the King of Clubs, the 5 of Spades, the 4 of Diamonds, and the 2 of Hearts. And if you're new in here tonight, welcome to everybody who's come in. I've been chattering away. If I didn't say hello to you, hello. And you're certainly welcome. And you're welcome to play along with us. I guess that was part of the paint there. You're welcome to play along with us. What this is we play for 4 cards that I made these up. And all they are my scissors cards that I think it was Bonnie. Was it Bonnie or Ramona who messaged me just before, I read it just before chat. And they said they saw an egret in their pond when they were driving home, and it reminded them of my scissors. So, all right. I think these are stork scissors, so I don't know if a stork is related to the egret or not. I'll have to look that up and see if they're of the same species. So, anyway, what we do, the idea is we play the number range game, and If you win the card, you won one. And so that's the winning ATC. If you have two of the same number, which Aunt Beck does, she's got 2 10s now. And Aunt Beck, I'm going to do you get a 2x2. And I don't have Aunt Beck's 2x2 done yet, but I know what I'm doing for her. I just have to get it done. So, and I think Susan Baker gifted Ruth Lamb. You guys are way ahead of me in chat. Gifted Ruth Lamb with a 3. So I don't know if Ruth is in here tonight, but if she's not, we'll say it. Ruth has a 2x2. So what the object is to get 2 of the same number, 3 of the same number, 4 of the same number, and you'll get a 2x2 or a 3x3 or 4x4, or based off of poker, if you get a 3-2 sequence, like 3 5s and 2 4s, and any of these sequences, you'll win this. And it takes a while. We'll just keep playing this from week to week. Some of you are getting pretty close to winning some things, and if you win 9 of them, then you win a pocket letter from me. So, all that said, and if you're new, and if you play and you win it, and you don't know if you want to play, you can trade it with somebody you think would like to have it. Trade it and say, I'll send you, I have the 2 of hearts, but I'm not really playing. Would you like it? I'll send it to you if you send me an ATC of your own art. Or you can trade with each other. So, anyway, let's start playing. Let's start with the 2 of hearts, and the range is 1,000 to 1,050. You can start scrolling your numbers anytime. You don't have to have stamps, Chrissy Marie. I mail them to you. You can play or not play. It's up to you. If you win one, I'll send it to you. This is kind of a game. Oh, look, I'll have to do this one over. See, I thought I'd mess it up. I messed up the card here. I'll do another 2 of hearts. I'm going to wash my hands. I don't see any gold on my hands. That must have come from something else when I was making them up this afternoon. I'm not sure where that messy mess came from. That's why I washed my hands off with the towel. That's what I didn't want to happen. But I won't send that out. Keep scrolling. The range is from 1,000 to 1,050. Are we done? Why? Original for sure. Don't redo it? I don't know. Should I send that messy card out? I'm not sure. If I want to send a messy card. Look, Laura, if you win it or Sheila wins it, you can have it. All right, Chrissy. Put white paint over it? Okay. All right, I'll put white paint over it. It's an original. It's an original mess. Wait till you see my video on Monday if you want to see a mess. I got my videos done for, well, kind of done for tomorrow. I still have to process it. And I got it filmed. And Monday, I have Mondays all done. And talk about messes. Just wait till you see my video on Monday. It has character. That it does. But these are meant to be cards that you can trade. They're not done. I mean, yeah, they're my scissors. They're my scissor stamp. But they're not meant to be beautiful masterpiece cards. They're cards that you can play and trade. And the reason we're playing this game is that I do so many giveaways that all my regulars come in here and they get all these giveaways that I wanted to do something that you could trade with each other or do something with, like playing a game or something. And rather than just put my art in a junk journal. But I don't mind my art going in a junk journal, but I thought this would be something fun we could do with it. All right, are we done? Chrissy, she's not screaming, dear. She knows it's easy to miss comments in chat. Am I talking too loud? Let's see what Chrissy's saying here. Chrissy, I am standing right over my telephone. Maybe I should sit down. My voice, I've got a loud voice anyway. I never had trouble with my voice carrying. In speech class, that was not one of my problems. But when I'm standing right over my phone, my voice does carry. Now I'm sitting down, so, and I'm watching my chat over here. So the range was 1,000 to 1,050. So let's go ahead and see what the number is. Oh, I think she's talking about Janet telling her the number range. Chrissy, she's not yelling at you. Janet would never do that. Oh, Janet. Oh, I see what you're talking about. They all caps. Lucia says she'll take it that card if she wins it. All right. Sorry, I thought, you know, but I do notice that when I'm standing up and my voice is right over the phone, it's very loud in the phone. And I thought you guys were talking about that, but you're talking about something entirely different. All right, well, let's open this number up, this up and see what number it was. The range was 1,000 to 1,050, and the winning number is, I found my polka dotted washi tape this week. But that doesn't mean I don't have to use my scissors to open it up. This is the most fun for me, is opening these up, because I forget what's in here. 1036. Who had 1036 or close to it? This is what I like about replay. Nikki, oh hi Nikki Wright, welcome. Chrissy Marie had 1150, 1011, 1006, 1041 was 5 away. Oh look, Ramona has 1035, she's 1 away. 1038, that's 2 away, but I think Ramona's closer. Oh, 1035 for Aunt Beck too. Oh look, Sandy won it. 1036, Sandy R won it. 1036 on the nose. When you get it on the nose, you win it. Nobody else got 1036, did they? I think it goes to Sandy. Sandy R. Oh, that was the 2 of hearts. This goes to Sandy R. All right. Well, hopefully the others are cleaner, Sandy. I'll clean that up for you. The next one that we're going to play for, yeah, congrats, Sandy. This one is clean. Let's put it over here before I mess it up. This is the 4 of diamonds. We're going up, it seems like. And the range is 900 to 950. I'm looking at my phone. Boy, I was really some lag time. 900 to 950. Yeah, you guys can start guessing. This is where I get to see who's come in that I've missed. I've said hello to Azure and Gigi's Art Attic, Chrissy Marie, Nikki Wright. Nikki, you're new in here tonight, which reminds me I need to get my little address thing while you guys are scrolling numbers. Hopefully I didn't hide it too far away. Get my little address card. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? I'm looking for it. I might have to just write it down on... Ew! Ew! I put my hands in the paint. Ooh, now I'm going to have to wash my hands again. I'm looking for my little address card. I'll just write it down. I didn't get it out. Usually I try to be organized, but there's just too much to organize in this world. I'll wash my hands again. Let me write this down. I am Meridel Abrams on Facebook. And my email address is the.atelier@gmail.com. And if one of you wins who I don't have the address for, I'll bring that up closer so you can see it. Who walked in? Kathy? Hi, Kathy. Somebody had a high number. Who had the high number? Mary? Yeah, the range is 900 to 950, Mary. Did you pick another number, Mary Zink? We'll give her a chance to catch up. Mary Zink, the range is 900 to 950. Oh, no, you were okay. Who had a high number? Mary was okay. Who had the high number? I'm missing it. 943 was okay. 950 is okay. Oh, it's okay to lurk, Nikki. But you're fine with playing the game, too. I don't mind you just sitting in. I do that a lot on lives. Sometimes I just want to work on my art while I'm listening to everybody else. Or maybe I'm doing something else. That's fine. Or maybe you're just watching a replay. So, but you're welcome to in here. Yeah, we'll take the first one of Chrissy's, or if she gets a winning one. I forgot to tell you one chance, but we'll wait and see if she wins it. If she doesn't win it, it's not a problem. If she wins it, I'll just give it to her. Because that's really my fault. I should say one number only for the new folks. Aunt Beck says she stalks me on Wednesday nights. And we don't mind one bit, do we, Aunt Beck? That's okay, Chrissy. That's all right. That's all right, Chrissy. If you win it, we'll give it to you this time. But next time you'll know. It's really my fault because I did not say, I forgot to say only one number. That's really on me. Don't feel bad. Well, let's see what the winning number is. What did I do with it? What did I do with the little envelope? This is the most fun part of it for me. And the winning number is... Snip open that envelope, Mary. I have to snip it on both sides. I feel, every time I do this, I feel like I'm at the Oscars or the Grammys or something. The winning number is 919. Who had 919? It's all good, Chrissy. 919. Who had it or got pretty close? 900. 941. 913. That's 6 away. 917, Danny K is 2 away. Whoops. Whoops, whoops. Danny K is 2 away. 917 is 2 away. Let's see what was Danny K. Danny K and Gigi's Attic are both 917. Sheila, you were awful close, but not quite there. So I think it was Gigi's Attic and Danny K. Would you all agree? I gotta get back down. Yep, Danny K and Gigi. Gigi, I think I have your address, if I remember right. Danny K and Gigi. Gigi's Attic. I am starting to do my friends in the box. I don't have them quite all up there yet, but I have the majority of them in there. This is where you would message me, but I know I have Danny K's, but Gigi, if you haven't sent me yours, would you send it to me? But I do think I have your address. I think I remember. Let me write down here. Danny K, and Gigi's Attic. All right, we're going to do the 5 of Spades. Woohoo, that was fun. I enjoyed that. And you get a clean card. I'll have to make another one, but they're fun to make. I don't have a problem with making them. Whoops. Let me connect my phone up again here. All right, let's move on, Meri. Let's get this show on the road. The next one is the 5 of Spades. 5 of Spades. The range is 600 to 675. Oh, you're welcome, Kathy. You know, I keep saying this is a small way that I can give back for all that wonderful happy mail that I get. I have so much fun doing this. It's almost a joy to do it. And then really, what I send out is nothing compared to what I get. I mean, I send out little bits of art because, you know, they fit in small envelopes. But what you guys send me just floors me. Anne-Marie sent that card last week. Oh, or not Anne-Marie, Kim Marie. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. And Kathy O'Neill sent that book, and I kept saying last week, Lisa Conway gave me that ornament book, which I am using, and I love it. I'm getting so inspired. It was Kathy O'Neill who sent it to me. So, correction time. Has Lisa been in here tonight? And I think Eva, our friend Eva, is on vacation this week. I think she told me she wouldn't be in tonight because she's on vacation. The range is 600 to 675. Oh, you're welcome, Vicki. Thank you. 600 to 675. Yeah, that's okay, Ramona. I changed it. I usually do them in increments of 50. I got wild this time and gave you an extra 25 to choose from. Get to see packages in person on Sunday. Cool. I'd be excited too, Anne. If you happen to choose the same number, don't worry about it, because what I do, Nikki, and you're new tonight, so you wouldn't know, but if 2 of you pick the same number, and if it's the winning number, I make another card and give it to both of you. I forget to tell you all the rules. But don't worry about it. That's all right. You're new in here tonight, Nikki, and you're certainly welcome. I don't even know what number it is. I worked these up. I worked these up today, but if I don't do it within 2 hours, I forget what number it is. I worked these up this morning. Yeah, Nikki. All righty. We love you, Nikki. It's not your fault because I didn't say it, and you're new in here, so not a problem. Wow. Thanks for telling me that, Ramona. Cool. Welcome to everybody who's in here tonight. Welcome, welcome. Are we all done? I'm seeing a lot of chat. I'm not seeing any more numbers. Did everybody get a number? I'll give you a count of 5. 1, 2, 3. If you have a number, scroll it out before I say 5. Thank you, Susan. Nikki's smiling. There you go, Chrissy. I see it. You're welcome in here too, Chrissy. I think I've seen you in here before, but you're still kind of new to me. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Linda. Oh, thank you. I keep saying those little goodies that I send out, these little giveaways that I send out, they're little pieces of art that I can share that don't even come close to what I get in Happy Mail from you all. So, all right, done. Let's see what the winning number is. The range was from 600 to 675. And the winning number is... I have to cut this on both sides. I don't know why I started doing that. To make it hard for me, I guess. The winning number is... The reason I fold this up so many times is so that the ink doesn't show through. This is pretty thin paper. I don't want to see anybody to see the number. 611. 611. Who got close to 611? That's because it was bulky, Kathy. Anything that has bulk, they make me pay just a little extra. But I don't mind. I do not mind at all. I get more than I give, I'll tell you. 611. Who got close to 611? Let's see. 605 was 6 away. 673, 641, 605, 651, 657, 49, 17, 44, 29, 33, 18. 18 is 7 away. By golly, I think it's you, Chrissy. 605 is 6 away. I think it's Chrissy. Would you guys agree? Art by Chrissy Marie. Gigi? I have to see. I missed Gigi. What was Gigi's number? I missed Gigi. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Nikki. I'm looking for Gigi's number. I'm missing Gigi's number. I'm scrolling here looking for you, Gigi. Oh, 617. Yes. Gigi and Chrissy Marie. Thank you, guys. Ooh, I got paint on my phone. Okay, thank you. So the 5 of spades was Gigi's. Gigi, you won twice, and that's perfectly okay. I think, was it Susan Baker who won 3 times last week? And Chrissy Marie won. Is it Y? Chrissy Marie. I think I have your address too, Chrissy Marie, don't I? Yes, I think I do. I think I have both of you. If I don't, I'll let you know. But I think I have both of your addresses. So we'll make another card and send them out. Now, I will say, I guess I'll say it now. My giveaway that I'm going to give away tonight is an Easter giveaway. And last week I did Easter eggs. And I'm going to mail those 2 giveaways out either tomorrow. Probably won't be tomorrow. I've got all my envelopes done, but I have to address them all. Or Monday. I want them to get to you before Easter. What's the use of doing Easter if it doesn't come to you for Easter? But all your other giveaways, starting in April 1st, will be 4 weeks. So you won't get these until the end of April. Because I'm only mailing every 4 weeks. It helps on the mailing costs, and it helps, you know, it just gives me more time to get things done. So if you don't get them right away, that's why. But I am going to mail out my 2 Easter giveaways, probably go out on Monday. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Ramona. We got one more to go. I'm really chattering away here tonight, aren't I? Let's get this show on the road. The King of Clubs. The King of Clubs. Some of you might need a king. King of Clubs. Oh, don't open it up yet, Mary. The range is 200 to 250. I'm not showing you the winning number until you guess. 200 to 250. G. Brody, are you still in with us tonight? Did she say good night? We're going to mind map Stephen Hawking tonight. That's next. I have a little list. No, I'm gonna do my giveaway. And then after my giveaway, then we're gonna mind map Stephen Hawking. Because I completely forgot about it last week. 250, 200 to 250. Oh, okay, Mary. That's okay, Nikki. You're welcome in here. Nikki, I want to catch more of your live streams. I see your live streams, but I almost have to watch the replay because I miss some. Nikki, do you have a set time that you live stream? Or do you just go on when you think about it? If you can give me a schedule, maybe I can, you know, like Aunt Beck, it took me the longest time to learn when Aunt Beck went on. So if I get a schedule of when you're on, I want to catch some of your live streams. And I want to catch some of Shelly Lynn's Crafty Mama's Tuesday night live streams. How we doing? Are we done? She usually does a stream when she sees that others are not. Well, that's a good philosophy. That's kind of like what I like to do when I go impromptu. I kind of check to see if any of the people that I'm subscribed to are doing, you know, like Aunt Beck or Shelly Lynn or any of the artsy friends that I know. If they're doing a live stream, I try not to, and I think that's a good philosophy. So if I see you on live, Nikki, I'll jump in and join you. Yeah, Rose, me too. Me too. All right, we're done. Everybody done? I'm going to call it done. Let's open it up and see who won this King of Clubs. And the winning number. It's tucked in here. I'm going to have to find a different way to fold these up. All right, the winning number is 230. 230. Who got close? Who got it or close to it? 230. 225, 234, Kathy Whitney, 234, 231, Jen Yates. You were one away, Jen. 219, 43, 47, 1350. Oh, look, Susan Baker was one away. So Jen and Susan Baker are really close. I think it's Jen Yates and Susan Baker. Would you all agree? Jen and Susan. I think I have your address too, Jen. I think I remember sending to you. And I know I have Susan's. Congratulations, ladies. You get the King of Clubs. And I'll keep it clean. All right, that was the last one. Yay! Let me get these out of the way here. And I think I have everybody's address. Let me put these away. I like to clip them together so I don't lose them. Because we know how Meri loses things. Yes, she does. I'm gathering up all the cards here. I'm gonna set them aside. What I want to do next, plug my phone back in. This little phone that I have over here on my desk keeps coming unplugged. I'm gonna have to find a different way to keep this charged. Last week I gave away these little bunny Easter eggs. And here's the list. Aunt Beck helped me by sending me a list of participants. And I've got those, but I also have the people who won from last week. So the idea that I'm going to do is when you say you want one, I'm going to kind of check it off on here. And then any extras I'm going to write down here if you were not on this list. What I'm giving away this week, I had such fun making these. I have to stand up so I can hold these up closer to the phone. Let me get them out. I don't think these are the ones I wanted to show you. Hold on a minute. These are the extras. I want to show these to you. I made some Fabergé Easter eggs. I had such fun making these. These are done with the drop paper again, with the inky drop paper, with my egg stencil from the Kleenex box, and with the fine line paint applicator. I put gold paint in it, and then I came in with, I actually have a video. I'm trying to get it up tomorrow morning. It's processing right now, but with the glitter, what was it called? Glitter, extreme glitter, folk art, extreme glitter. It's hologram, and so it kind of picks up on the background. Look at in there. It kind of picks up the color on the background. So these are the ones that I'm giving away tonight. They were such fun to make, and I'm calling them Fabergé Easter eggs. I think Fabergé Easter eggs were, well, not Easter. I think the eggs were originally started over in Russia for the Tsar's family. Was it Catherine or somebody? But they were so fun to make. So I have plenty of them. So be patient with me now. I mean, I couldn't quit making them. I have 2 trays of these. I have more than enough. And all you have to do is say that you want one, and I'm going to check off names. Now, I already know Eva wants one because she... Yeah. So all you have to do is say, I want one. Unless you... Okay. Oh, wow. All right. Danny K and Aunt Beck. Sandy R. Oh, it's going to be Sandy R. Azure. Oh, that's Arlene. I think I have to write Azure here. Azure. Marie Duncan, do I have you from last week? It's almost as hard to find you. Man, I'm going to have to put these names in alphabetical order, I guess. I don't think I have you on here. I'm going to write you down here, Marie. Is it Marie or Maria? Art by Chrissy Marie. I have plenty. Put Duncan. I'll know who you are. Now I have to go clear to the top. Patricia Stubbs. Did I have Patricia Stubbs here? Gigi's Art Attic. All right. Lisa. Oh, there's Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Lisa Conway. And Art by Chrissy Marie. Sheila. C. Mary Ellen Weber. Nikki Wright. Nikki, I'll need your I'll need your address. Did you catch my... What did I do with it here? Did you catch my name and address, Nikki? You can either message me at Meridel Abrams on Facebook or send me a email at the.meri.atelier, ATELIER @gmail.com. I need your snail mail address. So, Nikki W. Janet's here. Marie. And I got Danny K. Nikki Parr. I have your address, I think, Nikki. Laura, you were in here last week. Kathy Whitney. I've got you. I'm going to put these names in alphabetical order next time. Bonnie Tyler. Azure, I got you. Laura, Jen Yates. I made a lot of these, guys. I'm telling you, I couldn't quit making them. Rose, I know I have Rose. And Susan B., did you want one? Did I see Susan B.? Jen Yates. Laura. Welcome, Laura. Sometimes I don't see you guys come in until I see your name. Sandy R. I got you. Linda, I have your address. Linda T. Vicky Gilbert. Gee, I'm going to have to turn the paper over here. Franna, I think you emailed me last week your address. Oh, I think I have you on here, Franna. Lucia, I'm sending you an Easter egg from last week. I only had a few left, but I'm sending you one. Susan Baker. I'm going to send Kim Marie one just because I feel like it. Danny K. Now, I think I got, let's see, Sheila. I got you, Sheila. Ramona Wallace. Ramona, I think she was here last week. Oh, see, Bonnie Tyler's there. Bonnie. Did I write Bonnie Tyler here? Ramona, were you here last week? I don't see you there. Ramona W. Patricia, you were here last week. Gigi's Art Addict, I got you. Aunt Beck, I got you. Mary Zink. Oh, there you are, Ramona. You're right there. I like to write Ramona's name more than once. Lisa, I got you. Your last name is Conway, isn't it? You're Lisa Conway, right, Lisa? My Eclectic Life. Sandy R. I think I got Sandy. Oh, see, I got Linda T here. See, I'm writing these double. Kathy Whitney. Crystal. I'm going to send one to Crystal because I know she'll want one. I know Packer Dye will want one. Who am I missing here? Wendy, Cynthia, Charity. Text Judy. Is she in here today? I'm going to send her one. I want to make sure I... All right. Who did I miss? Let me go clear down to the bottom here. Southern Girl. Oh, Sharon. S-U-T-H-E-N-G-R-L. S-U-T-H, let me read it again. E-N-G-R-L. I'll need your, you're new to me tonight, Southern Girl, Sharon. So, I'll need your snail mail address if you would email me your snail mail address. You can either message me on Facebook or send me an email at themeriatelier@gmail.com. So I'll go through this entire list again. And I like the replay because I went through the replay. I'm going to send Wendy, and I'll send these gals. I got plenty of them. I'll just send these gals one. Vicki Gilbert, Danny. I'll send everybody one from last week because I've got plenty of them. I just couldn't quit making them. So, done. So, I'm putting up a video, hopefully tomorrow. I'm hoping to get it done tonight. It may not go up at 4:30 in the morning, but it'll go up sometime tomorrow. Yeah, that chat record. That's a good point, Art, by Chrissy Marie. I had looked at the ATC Best Hand, and I called a range, and I was looking at it again, and I think, who was it? It was Roz Willoughby. Or Roz, I can't remember her last name, Roz W. And she was the same number away as the winning number, and I completely missed it. So I messaged her and said, you get it too. And, you know, she messaged me back and said thank you and everything. So I miss things. So if you see I miss something, it does not hurt my feelings at all if you shout at me and let me know, because you really are my second eye. But I like the chat replay because now I can go back and look at the replay and check everything. So that's done. Yay! These were so fun. Just so fun to make. Just fun to make. But I want to get them to you by Easter. The gals that live international, you will probably, you'll probably get them a little bit late, unless our post office gets on the ball. But I'll try to get them out by Monday. So fun to do these. Just fun, fun, fun. All right. So now, I wish G. Brody was still in here. She's the mind map gal. We're going to mind map. Janet's idea is to mind map Stephen Hawking. So let me get my mind map. Let me get it out. Now you guys are going to have to help me with Stephen Hawking because I don't know much about him. I did go out to Wiki and I did a sketch. A quick sketch right before supper tonight. So, let's see. Ladies, feel free to subscribe to others if you feel inclined. Yes, that's good. Thank you, Lucia. Just click on the icon and that'll take you to their channel and subscribe, like, watch, share. Come back again tomorrow. Watch some more. Thank you for saying that, Lucia. Because, Lucia says, Mary, I don't know how you part with all that yumminess. And I say that every time I get a happy mail. When I get happy mail from you guys, it just takes my breath away. I feel like I don't even come close to some of the art that I get. Better than cookies because they last forever. Rose, that's funny. Thank you, Aunt Beck, for sending those participants. I'm going to put them in alphabetical order. Are they in alphabetical order when you send them to me? I don't think they are. I forgot. But I'm going to put them in alphabetical order so I don't have to hunt around for them. Yeah. Poor Nikki, she's on the other side of the world and it takes forever to get there. And Nikki, I think it was Wendy. I sent Wendy a winning ATC card. I think it was one of the first ones when I was doing those little black and white photos from the Childcraft Encyclopedia. And all I had in it was the ATC, and it was folded up in that little 6x6 scrapbook paper. Somebody opened it. They opened it. And I know I had it sealed good, but they didn't. I think they were thinking there was some money in there. There was no money in there. Oh, do that, Chrissy Marie. We would love to see your art on your channel. If you do and you come in here, feel free to tell us so that we can you know, so that we can start watching your videos. We would love that. I don't know what Aunt Beck said no to, but let's see. I'll read it later. Cookies. Somebody said cookies. Yeah, cookies. Fancy egg cookies. No way. Maybe they thought it was a gift card. Yeah, they might have thought it was a gift card. That's a good point, Nikki. Oh, well, if you go live, that's even better too. Let us know so that we can come and visit you. All right. Are we all ready to mind map? Is Janet in here? We're going to mind map Stephen Hawking. This is my sketch of his face. This is probably when he was younger. This was the photo off of Wiki Commons, the first one that you see when you go in there. It was when he was a younger guy. Oh wait, here, okay. I do not have a Facebook group. I decided against it, Chrissy Marie. I can hardly keep up with the art that I do. So, but there are a lot of gals in here that do have Facebook groups. Aunt Beck has a group, Aunt Beck's Creations. Go visit her group. Rose McGuinn has a Facebook group. Rose, what is the name of your group? It's like Pink Posh or Posh Punk. What is it? Possum? Pink Possum or something? I have trouble remembering the names. But Rose has a Facebook group. Aunt Beck has a Facebook group. Lisa Swank, I don't think she's in here tonight. She has a Facebook group. Cindy Utter has a Facebook group, Artsy Endeavors. Gina Aarons has a Facebook group. And there's always My Creative Year. So there's a lot of Facebook groups around here. Rosa's Art Garden and Plush Possum Studio. That's the one, the name of it, is her blog, Rose. Rose does a lot of really neat art. And Aunt Beck has wonderful swaps. But I decided against doing one because I get too involved and I don't get everything done. I don't think I could give it the time and effort that it really needs to have. So I kind of bowed out of that. I go to everybody else's Facebook group. I am so looking forward to doing Aunt Beck's zine, and she had an inchy swap, and I'm doing her paper bag pages, her envelope pages. Oh, yes. Oh, is that your group, International Crafters, Nikki? I didn't know that was your group. See, I knew it existed. I just don't have time. I need to get out there more. I have really been Okay. I don't know if I'm a member of that. I'm going to go out and I need to get to some of your lives too, Nikki. I have been remiss. So Nikki Parr, Carson D. Cat's Life, has International Crafters, and they are, I know I see a lot of their art. I see a lot of their YouTube videos. Eileen McGinnis and Josie from Italy. Josie, I can't pronounce her last name. I call her Josie. Josie from Italy. Okay, Laura. Good night. You get some rest, lady, if you have an early morning. I haven't seen Janet. Josie, how do you pronounce that? Gitto or Gitto or Gitto? I call her Josie from Italy. I love her art. Oh, Aunt Beck, you eat those bananas. We don't want that. That's scary. Whew. I'm looking for Janet. I don't want to start this mind map until Janet comes back in. I think she got sidetracked here. Oh, there she is. All right. So we're going to start, now that I found Janet. Yeah. Alabama and North Carolina. Well, welcome, ladies. Let's start this mind map. You guys are going to have to help me on this. We know who Stephen Hawking is, but I think he was a scientist, a physicist, wasn't he? What was he famous for? Stephen Hawking. And what we know that he passed away. He was married twice and had 3 children. Okay, so we're going to put married twice, 3 children. Physicist, cosmologist, and the cosmos, the stars, and an author. Okay. And an author. What book did he write? What was the name of his book? Southern Girls from Tennessee. Cool. What was the name of, let's see, Tennessee? Yes, let's see. Aunt Beck's Facebook is the same as her name, Aunt Beck's Creations. Astronomer. I can say that word. Aunt Beck's Creations. Oh, and a dad. Of course, he was a dad. I'm going to put dad. A dad. That's the most important, isn't it? He was a genius. Aunt Beck put her group ID out there for you. A Brief History of Time. That was the name of his book. So he wrote a book. I need to read that book. A Brief History. Now, how could you have a brief history of time? I got to write history. It's probably way above my head. Hi, Crystal. Welcome. If you just look for the name of that group, if you go to Facebook and look for Aunt Beck's Creations, if you search for it, you should find it. Sometimes those links don't work. I don't know why. I don't think it's Aunt Beck's... I don't think it's Aunt Beck's fault. It's something with the YouTube stuff and Facebook. I don't know why. The Grand Design. Did he write more than one book? What else? The Grand Design. He was a professor. Can you imagine having Stephen Hawking for a teacher? Oh my, I'd flunk that course, but I'd be fascinated. History is brief, but time has not been. Is that a quote? History is brief. It sure is, especially our history, our lives, when you think of the span of time. But... how does that go? But time has not been? I might ask him to explain that. I get the history is brief. A confirmed atheist. Yeah. So we're going to put he was an atheist here. I'm not going to get into the spiritual part of his life here. But if that's how he identified himself, that's how he identified it. That was his choice. A briefer history of time. A brief history of time and a briefer history of time? Wow. I'm going to put this down here. What else? A briefer history of time. Now, why do you think that Stephen Hawking was so interested in the stars? What do you, in your reading or in your study of him, did you see any indication of how he got into studying the stars and time? What spurred him to that train of thought? His first book and most famous book was A Brief History of Time. Yeah, I don't think it's your fault, Aunt Beck. I think it has to do with YouTube and Facebook. But Chrissy Marie, if you just go to Facebook and do a search for Aunt Beck's Creations, you should find it. If you don't, message either me or Aunt Beck on Facebook, and we'll point the way. He had a wicked sense of humor. Okay, let's see. We'll put that at why not. Oh, but he had a wicked sense of humor. A wicked sense of humor. Black Holes and Baby Universes book. Huh. He was really into the black holes and what was the other one? Baby universes. He was really into the study of the stars and time and how our world, the grand design. Huh. I wonder why. I wonder what got him started into all that. Maybe because he had, was it ALS that he had? What was the disease that kept him in a wheelchair? I want to say it was ALS, but I could be wrong. Not a quote. Well, it's not a quote, but it's it kind of defines him. He quoted, "Life would be tragic if it weren't funny." That's the quote, Vicki? Okay. Life would be tragic. That's a good one. I would agree with that, because what was I talking about the other day? I said, if you don't laugh, you'd have to cry, or you'd have to cry if you didn't laugh, if it weren't funny. Life would be tragic if it weren't funny. I like that quote. That's the quote we're going to use for him. Did he say anything about art? Didn't he quote something about art? See if he quoted anything about art. Actor appeared on The Big Bang. I got to do more who in here. He was an actor. He appeared on The Big Bang. He wrote many academic papers. He was born in Oxford, UK. Okay, he was born. What was the year of his birth? Oxford, UK. He died in Cambridge, UK. So he's British. BBT. BBT. What does that mean, Jen? Is that a scientific expression that Mary needs to learn, BBT? Yeah, I tried on the computer link, not working. Yeah, Chrissy Marie, I think that's just Facebook and YouTube arguing with each other. His most important contribution was on the subject of black holes. That's still in the what. The what. I'm going to put study of black holes. So a black hole is a void, isn't it? A void like in the universe. There's just this big spot of nothing. And like airplanes and boats and whatever can fly into this and disappear. Or it looks like they disappear. We don't have contact with them anymore. So I'm still wondering how he got into this. What spurred his interest? That's kind of my thought is I want to know more. How did he get into this? You know, like just as if somebody would say, what got you interested in art, Meri? Or when did you start painting? What spurs his interest into that? Was there something like, I would like to know more about his parents or maybe his education. Did a teacher inspire him? Did his dad take him out to see the stars on a summer night? Something like that. He was a champion for those with disabilities. He had a slow progression of ALS. I love that. Champion of people. And, you know, we're just getting a sketch of him. This is a sketch of him. We're just getting sketches of. We're getting to know him with disabilities. And I thought he had ALS. That was what kept him in the wheelchair bound. Did he ever talk much? Do you know in your reading? Did he? Well, obviously, you know, but did he talk about his feelings about being in a wheelchair? I'd love to know more about that. How did he cope with that? Oh, yay, Chrissy, you found it. Yay. ALS. Yeah, you're all agreeing it was Lou Gehrig's disease. Lou Gehrig's. Numbers. He was a mathematician. All things can be explained numerically. Mathematician. I'm getting a lot of titles for him. Oh, welcome to your kitty, Chrissy. If I didn't laugh, I'd go nuts. Rose. That's funny. That's a quote by Rose. If I did not laugh, I would go nuts. Vicky says, oh, I cannot pronounce that. Bozina Sheldon adored him. He made several appearances on The Big Bang Theory. He had a rare early onset, slow progressive. Ooh, I zoomed in. That's what happens when, now I can't get out of it. Sorry, giving you guys a ride. That's what happens when I read my chat on the phone here. Slow progressive form of motor neuron known as ALS or Lou Gehrig's that gradually paralyzed him over the decades. Just watched his special. It was on TV. Oh, I hope I get to see that. 8th of January, 1942. What was that, Nikki? 8th of January, Wait, Nikki, what were you saying? What was the 8th of January, 1942? Oh, that was when he was born in 42? 1/8/42 to 3/14/18. Got it. Gosh, he was kind of young. I'm calling him a young man. Quote, people won't have time for you if you're always angry or complaining. Stephen Hawking. That was a wise quote. People won't have time for you. There's that word time. I'm going to put that word time in caps because he was interested in time. if you are always angry or complaining. You can express your anger or express your complaint, but then you have to drop it because people get tired of hearing it. He was definitely an atheist. Yeah. But here again, I'm going to say, that's not my belief, but here again, we all have the right in this life to believe what we want to believe. And that was his belief, or his expressed belief. So I'm going to let him have his freedom to believe as he wants. Black holes are deep space, not here on Earth. Yeah, black holes out in space. They're in space, but you know, too, they're kind of don't ships? I think they affect the Earth because isn't that in the Caribbean down there around Florida and Cuba and around there? Isn't there a black hole that ships can sail into, ocean liners? Or I think that they can sail into a black hole in the ocean, but I could be wrong. They disappear. He was interested in gravity. So he had a very scientific inclination in gravity. And that started it? Oh, that started his whole interest in space and time and black holes and all of that. Is that what you're telling us, Nikki? That's interesting. He had a special machine that spoke for him in a similar voice. Special machine. I'm putting that in the how. So how did he talk to us? The how is, how did he talk? He had a special machine that spoke in his voice, or similar to his voice. You know, and I forgot the wow here. I want to put in the wow. And the wow for me on this is to think, what would it have been like to be his teacher? I mean, not to be his teacher, to be his student. What would have it been like, even though, getting back to the spiritual part, even though I'm of a Christian faith and he was an atheist, disregarding all of that, what would have it been like to be his student? To sit there and listen to his thoughts and listen to him talk through that machine. You have to have a certain respect for that. His remains will be buried at Westminster. Wow. Let's see, I'm going to put that down here in the where. Remains buried. See, he's very much a respected, I want to say personality, but he was very much respected. He was very, I want to say famous, but that's not the right word. He will be buried in Westminster. Let me write this down. Stephen Hawking, black holes may offer a route to another universe. If you feel you are trapped in a black hole, don't give up. There's a way out. Oh, wow. I love that. I just love that last part. If you feel that you are trapped in a black hole, don't give up. There's a way out. I'm going to write this right here. If you... This is a wow for me, too. If you feel you are trapped. So maybe there are people on a boat or an airliner that are trapped in a black hole. Hopefully they're still finding their way out. if you feel you are trapped in a black hole, I'm not going to get it all in here. I'm going to have to write smaller here. Black hole. Don't give up. There is a way out. And if you notice, when I mind map, and even as we're mind mapping here, this is not a beautiful, beautiful mind map, very precise and all of that. I scribble, especially when I'm doing research and listening to you guys. I even scribble because I want to get it all down. I want to get it down on this paper. I want to know as much as I can, and I got to get it down there. Not initially successful academically. That's interesting. Why was that? It makes you wonder. Jen says he was not initially successful. And I wonder what it was. Well, now she said it was his interest in gravity that led him. Nikki and I think Jen agreed that it was his interest in gravity that spurred him on to all of these other studies in time and the universe and design, the grand design, black holes. So maybe when I'm just theorizing that when he got it, that found his interest, he found his niche. He certainly found his niche. He found his interest. Maybe that's what caused him to be more successful, because now you're saying that he was not initially successful academically. And isn't that interesting? That leads you to think of kids in school. I don't know if I experienced it myself, but, you know, there are a lot of kids in school, like even today, who you wonder, are they ever going to make it? But they just have to find. They have to find that one thing. That one thing, like maybe it was gravity for Stephen Hawking, or for us, it might have been art or color or sculpture, or it might be a good book, or just something that grabs that student's attention and the whole world opens up for them. Patricia says that voice machine was programmed with his own voice recording before he lost the ability to speak. Wow. What did I write that? Recorded before he lost the ability to speak. That's another wow for me. Let's see, what else are we talking about? Getting motion sick. Sheila, are we making you motion sickness? Am I shaking this camera too much? Good night, Danny. If you're still here, good night. His birth date was 1942. I'm probably way behind you guys. On July 2015, Hawking helped launch Breakthrough Initiatives, an effort to search for extraterrestrial life. Hawking created Stephen Hawking Expedition New Earth. I can't write all that down, but I'll go back and write it on the replay, Rose. He actually lived a very long life with ALS. That's interesting. Most only lived 5 years or less after the diagnosis. Very interesting. Night, Danny. I think he may have written children's books with his daughter. I knew his daughter wrote children's books. Did he write anything with his daughter? Do you know for sure? Does anybody know for sure if he collaborated with his daughter on children's books? Yes, Kathy, to each our own. He never ruled out there being a creator. Bermuda Triangle. Yes, Aunt Beck, that's what I was thinking of. The Bermuda Triangle is not a black hole. Well, I don't know. I'm not scientific or smart enough to know if the Bermuda Triangle is a black hole or not, but it's very similar in concept to a black hole in that you either fly or float into this space of nothing. You can't even call it space. It's an area of, I don't even know if you can call it an area. It's a region of nothingness. And they, ships and I don't know if any airliners have flown into a black hole, but it's not a place where you want to go unless you, if you happen to get into one, you don't give up because there is a way out. His ultimate ambition was to travel in space. That is a wow. Ultimate ambition. I love that. Ultimate ambition was to travel in space. And you know, that kind of makes me think of, you know how we have the Make-A-Wish Foundation for children with disabilities? Is there anything, and I guess maybe this is a why or why not. Why don't we have a Make-A-Wish Foundation, or does one exist, for adults with disabilities, especially for adults with disabilities who we know do not have long to live in life? What is it we could do to... Now, he had an ambition to travel in space. I don't know if that would have ever been possible for him, but what if there was somebody who, an adult, not a child, who was new, and of course they would have to be able to, they'd have to be mobile or cognitive. Maybe somebody wanted to meet a famous movie star. Maybe somebody, I'm just going to pop one out because the only one that comes to mind right now is Dolly Parton. Maybe there was somebody that really loved to hear Dolly Parton sing, and they thought if they had a Make-A-Wish Foundation for an adult, and their wish was to finally get to meet Dolly Parton. Is there such an organization, such as there is for children? Do any of you know that? I don't know. I'm just talking. Special Machine was a synthesizer. You know, we kind of have that with the Google technology, with our Google, you know, when we speak into, and it records our voice, but it probably doesn't remember it, but I think we're getting pretty close to that. Lucky students, amazing, revered, used a small sensor which is activated by the muscle in his cheek. He uses this sensor to type characters and numerals on his... So he basically typed with his cheek. That's a wow. Typed with his cheek. I'm going to paraphrase that. With a muscle in his cheek. That's interesting. You guys are reading me all this stuff. I'm really wanting to know more about him. I watched a movie called The Gifted with my daughter the other night about a child genius. I really liked it. He was fascinating. His son Tim added curse words to his speech program and said he was very competitive and would never let him win at chess. Leave it to a son. Leave it to a son to say, Dad, I'm going to expand your vocabulary for you because I know if you could, you would. But Mary's not going to curse here because she'll get demonetized. And he would never let his son win at chess. Well, why let him win at chess? He's got to win on his own. Here's a wow. Hawking was born on the 300th anniversary of Galileo's death and died on the 139th anniversary of Einstein's birth. Oh, wow. How can I write this? Let's see, it should be born, it should be in the when. a hint here. Born on, I'm going to lose this, 300th anniversary of Galileo's death, and that's a wow and a win. 139th anniversary of Einstein's birth. 139th anniversary. It's the 139th anniversary of Einstein's birth. So, when Galileo died, the 300th anniversary of Galileo, on the same day that Galileo died, Einstein was born. And years later in 2018 or 2042, when they were both gone, probably, I don't know if Einstein, was he gone before 1942? Stephen Hawking was born. Very interesting. That is a wow, Aunt Beck. He was buried near Sir Isaac Newton and Charles Darwin. Near Sir, I see that he was very respected. Isaac Newton and Charles Darwin. He took a zero-gravity flight in a reduced... Oh, that's interesting. So he kind of got his wish in a way. He really didn't get up in space, but he took a zero-gravity flight in a reduced-gravity aircraft. Took a reduced... What do you call that? Reduced-gravity flight. You know, he took a zero-gravity flight. I don't know the difference. Zero gravity. Mary's learning a lot in a reduced, is that reduced gravity aircraft in 2017. In 2017. What else are you telling me? Janet says, oh wow, Becky. Becky, so cool. Ultimate ambition was to travel in space. Yeah, I got that here. His ultimate ambition. And that got me to the thought of, do we have a Make-A-Wish Foundation for adults? That's my question. Do we have some sort of a Make-A-Wish Foundation for adults? That's my question. It was Pi Day, 3/14 when he traveled. Jen, is that what you're talking about? Pi Day? That's 2007, 3/14 Pi Day. Interesting, so interesting. I'm probably way behind you guys, but I'm reading. Page is not big enough to map a mind map of genius. That's for sure. We are probably just scratching. Well, and scratching is the word, but don't you feel just scratching at the very surface of who he was? Isn't it fascinating? Isn't it just fascinating? I love mind mapping and I love learning. You guys teach me so much. I would not have done this. I would not have done this if Janet wouldn't have said, let's mind map Stephen Hawking. Science makes you reach out of yourself. Yeah, cool. He said he was lazy. Oh, did you guys hear that? That was thunder. I think it was thunder. I hope it was thunder. That was a big boom. Wait, let me get to where you guys are. Oh, it was called the Dream Foundation. Did you guys hear that? Is it raining now? Let me peek outside. Yes, that was thunder. I had to check to see if it was raining outside. I was hoping that was thunder, not something else. It's thunder. Wow, that scared me. Well, I'm not shutting down till it kicks me off. Hi, Kim Marie. Good to see you, lady. That was the big bang. Big bang thunder. There was something on here that I wanted to get. Somebody called it the Dream Foundation. The Dream Foundation, was that where he traveled into space? I'm going to write this down. Because I want to know more about that Dream Foundation. Let's see, what else did I want to do tonight? Well, let's see if it thunders anymore. Big bang. The big bang. Supposed to rain in Nebraska the next few days. Hi, Packer Die. Well, it's here, Packer. It came. It's here. It's west of you. It's coming. Lightning strikes can kill computers and fried phones. Meri, Meri, Meri. It was the Adult Make-A-Wish, the Dream Foundation. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate knowing that. Sad to say, I have to go now. Night, Nikki. You know, I have been going for almost 2 hours and 17, almost 20 minutes. Hi, Krista. I think I will take Rose's advice. And there's a lot more I wanted to do tonight. I might do an impromptu. I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow. I'll probably do what Nikki does and see if there's anybody else on next week. And if they're not, good night, Nikki. But I do think I will sign off. Because, yeah, it's starting to lightning out here pretty bad. It's coming, Di. Thank you guys for everything. You have a good weekend. I'm going to address all your envelopes. I'm signing off. It's starting to lightning pretty bad here. Good night, everybody.